Pierre Amandry was a French Hellenist, especially interested with ancient Greece and its relationships with the Orient. He was born at Troyes on December 31, 1912, and died in Paris on February 21, 2006. A large part of his work was on the site of Delphi, excavated by the French school at Athens, of which he was Secretary General from 1941 to 1948 and Director from 1969 to 1981. Career: he joined the École Normale Supérieure in 1933, became a professor in 1937, and was member of the French school at Athens from 1937 to 1941. During this time, he carried out excavations in the sanctuary of Delphi, where he discovered treasure of gold and ivory under the Sacred Way. The study of these objects led him to be interested in Oriental art and, in general, in the relationships between Occidental and Oriental artistic production, notably in architecture and jewelry. From 1951 to 1969, he taught at the University of Strasbourg. His thesis on Romantica Apolloniana Delphis, the Apollonic divination at Delphi, refuted the romantic image of the consultation of the Pythia in favor of a more prosaic function of the Delphic oracle. He is the author of a number of articles concerning the monuments at Delphi, in particular the temple. He was elected to the Académie des Inscriptions et Belles-Lettres in 1972. Aside from his work on ancient Greece, he was equally interested in modern Greece and in travelers. He translated Christ Recrucifere, written by Nikos Kazantzakis, 1955, into French publications. 1939, Rapport préliminaire sur les statues créées enfantines de Delphis, in Bulletin de correspondance hellénique. 1939, Convention religieuse conclue entre Delphis et Skiathos, Ibid. 1941-1941. Le calendrier de l'Atholis de Marmaria, en collaboration avec J. Bousquet, in Bulletin de correspondance hellénique. 1944-1945. Statuette d'ivoire du Dompteur des Lions, in Syria. 1946. Ilias Venetsis, Terre éolienne. Traduction. 1950. La Mantique Apollonienne Delphis. Essay sur le fonctionnement de l'oracle. These principles. 1952. Observations sur les monuments de l'Arian d'Argos, in Hesperia. 1953. Fouilles de Delphis. 2. Topographie et architecture. Le Colon du Sphinx des Naxions et le Portique des Athéniens. These complémentaires. 1953. Collection Hellène Stathartos. I. Les bijoux antiques. 1956. Children's of Protomes de Taura en Orient et en Grèce, in the Aegean and the Near East. Studies presented to Hetty Goldman. 1958. Objets orientaux en Grèce et en Italie au vie siècles avant Jésus Christ. In Syria. 1959. Taurutique Achaemenide, in Antique Kunst. 1961-1961. Thémistocle, un décret et un portrait, in Bulletin de la Faculté des Lettres de Strasbourg. 1961. Athènes au lendemain des guerres médiques, in Revue de l'Université de Bruxelles. 1963. Collection Hellène Stathartos. 3. Objets antiques et byzantines. 1963. Plaques d'or de Delphis, in Athénachemitelungen. Festschrift Emil Kunze. 1965. Un motif, Scythe en Iran et en Grèce, in Journal of Near East Studies. Eric F. Schmidt Memorial. 1968. La Grèce de d'Anatolie du vie au vie siècle avant Jésus Christ, in Anatolica. 1969. Notes de topographie et d'architecture Delphique. V. Le Temple d'Apollon. In Bulletin de Correspondance Hellénique. 1976 1977. Trapides d'Athènes. I. Dionysies. 2. Thargeles. Ibid. 1977. Notes de topographie et d'architecture Delphique. Vi. La Fontaine Castelli. Ibid. Supple. IV. 1977. Statue de Tauro en Argent. Ibid. 1978. Notes de topographie et d'architecture Delphique. 7. La Fontaine Castelli. Complements. Quote. Ibid. 1980. Sur les concours Argiens. Ibid. Supple. Vi. 1981. L'Antiquarition dans les textes antiques et modernes. Ibid. Supple. 7. 1981. L'Antiquarition. L'exploration archéologique de la grotte. Ibid. Supple. 7. 1981. Chronique Delphique. 1970–1981. Quote. 1987. Trapides de Delphos et du Peloponnèse. Ibid. 1990. Le Fate des Pythia. In Practicates Academias Athenon. 1992. Delphos oubliées. In Cry. 1992. Fouilles de Delphos et Raisins de Corinthe. Histoire d'une négociation. In la redécouverte de Delphos. 1995. Schliemann. La théorie acute de Priam, et le musée du Louvre. In Dossiers d'archéologie. 1997. Propos sur l'oracle de Delphos. In Journal des Savants. 1997. Monuments choragiques d'Athènes. In Bulletin de Correspondance Hellénique. 1998. Notes de topographie et d'architecture Delphique. X. Le Socle marathonien et la théorie acute des Athéniens. Ibid.